Alright. What up, Corey? I believe you're probably going to be the only viewer. I think everybody else is asleep. But I think I got this to work. To share everything. Got everything downloaded? Got a demo account? Anywho. So, let me swap this over. We're going to go to our MetaTrader 4. And you're going to be here, looking at your MetaTrader 4. And what we're going to do is we're going to hit this little plus sign. I got a Samsung, it may be different for you iPhone users, but we're going to go over here. Oh. So you go here, and add all these. You're just going to click down on all these. Go to here, click on these, and we're going to go back to our thing, and then it should be populated with a bunch of these guys here. So, what we're going to do, I'm going to show you how to trade using this app, your Forex. I have a demo account here, using Trader's Wade, and then what you can do is this right here is gonna be your pairs. And what Forex is, let me switch it back over here. So what I'm going to show you how to do is to trade Forex currencies. What currencies are, I mean, you all know what currencies are, but what you're gonna do is you're pretty much picking a pair of currencies. So like if you were to go to Mexico and get pesos, then you would do trade in your dollars at a currency exchange. And if your dollar would be more favored over the pesos, then you would get a lot more pesos for your dollar. And then on vice versa, when leaving Mexico, you would stop by your currency exchange to get your dollars back. And then if the dollar was down, the peso was up. And you would get more dollar for your pesos. Or you would get less dollars for your peso if the dollar is up and the peso is down. So what we're doing on the MetaTrader 4 is you're pretty much looking at the market and verifying what you want, what you believe based on the market conditions, which one's going to do better or worse, and you trade on that. So these numbers that you see in here, and I'll switch it back over here, but that's going to be pretty much like your dollars. What up, Cameron? Oh, yes. Don't hit the stash. It's No Shave November. So, anyways, we're going to go back over here. And here's our MetaTrader 4 app. So right here we got the euro versus the US dollar. We're going to click on it, and right now they're pretty much even. So what you got is your dollar, your cents, and then you know how like when you're at the gas station, it tells you that gas is $2.56, and it's got the little 9 next to it. Well, that's like a pipette, and this is what we're trading off of. This is our pipettes. And the goal when you're trading here is to at least get 10 pips. So, on my demo account, say hi to my dog. He just barged in. So, what you're gonna do is go to your No, yeah, we're doing currency exchange, not stocks. It's a Forex. So your pip bet, so we're gonna go to here. Your pip bet is gonna be these numbers on the end right here. So we go to open chart, and then you'll look at your chart here. So your markets are only technically really opened. Your pipettes are like a fraction of a dollar. So, yeah. And then, so I actually really just started getting into this. So I'll tell you guys what I know, and then I can answer the best of my abilities or answer it later if I need to. And here's our chart. I have it on a day chart right now. You go up here into your corner, hit this little clock. You have a minute, 5 minutes, 15 minutes, 30 minutes, an hour, 4 hours, day, week, and month. Yes, it does. It does share candlesticks, much like the regular stock market does. I don't know what stoosh is. But, so, I typically like to go from the hour and down, or look at the 4 hour to verify my market conditions. And look at that. And typically anything that goes up, and then I have my thing set up. Oh, indicators, yeah. Okay. Yeah, so I got my indicators over here. Go to my got my settings, and then I have these. So I got what is, oh snap, sorry, I accidentally hit a button. The MACD and the CCI, no, I haven't tried that yet. You have it set for 70-30. Yep. Like I said, I kind of just got into this not too long ago, and I'm still kind of fairly new, but figured it'd be interesting to share with everybody. See, my quotes, my charts, yep. Data window, show trade levels, independent charts, string quote variation, news, taste house. Where are you? Repeat questions for viewers. So, bring someone that knows virtually nothing about this. What are some basic things that you can tell me, and how to get into this, and what are the main things I should know? When and how much should I buy, sell? What currencies would you advise? So, some of the basic things is pretty much knowing what your pips are. So let's just get into a basic trade, and I got a $5,000 limit on my demo account. Essentially, I'd be trying to trade with that. I would go. I like honestly I like USD JPY, and then I also like I don't know. I clicked on this one, but I also like USD and the Great Britain pound. So I don't think that one's actually up and running right now. The markets are normally Monday through Friday, but time change zones and everything is another thing. So you have like 3 different openings. You have the London opening, the New York opening, and then your Asian opening. And those were probably the best times to trade. And what I can show you guys is how to trade, how to recognize where the stocks are going, and how to make money from your phone, which is the whole purpose of this. I can also show you more places to get advice and where to get the information that I've come to get. Let me see where my USD JPY is. There you are. Open chart. See. And how much should you buy or sell? So we try. What I try to do is no more than like So when we go in here, so like I could do the trade. This is on a 4-hour chart, and obviously it's down, but the cloud, which is this guy right here, and I forget how to set it up, but shows that the market may be turning. Go over here to my hour chart. 30 minutes, and then I think in the short time it's showing that the market may be staying similar, maybe dropping. So yeah, that looks like a drop. Typically your if you can set up your cloud, you would, it's set like 30 pips or 30 candlesticks in advance. Get a little closer to the screen if you can. It's a little small. I'll show you. Well, I also have a lab account, but I figured using I still use demo to practice. Screen's still too far away. Do you use Robinhood? No, I don't. I probably should, though. I do like to get into regular stocks eventually, but this is a little more quicker pace, and I can do it, on breaks when I'm at work and whatnot. So, and then 15 minutes. Go on the 5-minute chart. And my minute chart, and then you can back through here. Your lines kind of help you see where the market's going. If you can see the line here is taking a turn, is working its way back up. And the way this is going is showing, my cloud right here is showing that it's generally going to work its way up a little more. So this would be granted, we probably missed it right around here when you should have bought into it, but it's still increasing right now. It might be a little late to get a little waste. Might be a little late to get into this one. Let's see this candlestick's going up, but you'd hit this plus button over here. You can enter the trade down. Enter the trade. You hit this plus button. You do a market execution, which means you would buy or sell right now. And then you can also do these where if you think the market's going to turn around later, you can set a buy limit or a sell limit, or a buy stop and a sell stop. So a buy stop and a sell stop would be like, I want to buy when it starts at this pip. So you'd always do your pips. So let's get into a trade, and then you kind of show you how to do the market executions, all that stuff. So here, you want to set up this right here. If you're going to do a buy, you would set up a stop loss. So that way you're not losing too much money. And you want your stop losses. So if you're going to buy, you want the market to go up. And if you're going to sell, you want the market to go down. So with your stop loss, when you're buying, you want to set it below, which I typically do about 75 pips below. So right now this is at 66 pips. And so I would hit minus, come over here, and we'll just, subtract it, go to 0, we'll go minus 66 pips. And that'll be my stop loss, so I don't lose all my money. And then I would come up, and again, I said earlier, I would want an increase of 10 pips. So from 67, I would want, 77. So I'm going to go to 80. And then right here, this is how much of your money you're investing into this currency exchange. So this is 0.02% of your total. And depending on how your brokerage is set up, how much you leverage it. So like the demo account that I set up is a 1 to 300. And I'm not too sure what how much they actually invest based on your money, but they invest somewhat a little bit, because they're putting up money based on you doing it. But if you have a broker and you go in the hole, you owe your broker money. I'll ref link you to show you some stuff. Oh, thanks. And then yeah, so I'm gonna hit buy right here at the bottom, and see how the market goes. And that's an order open. And then so each broker is going to take a percentage out, and so of your win, or I like to call them wins and losses, but you'll kind of start off in the negative until your account goes up. And it's typically, it depends on your brokers. Your brokers can take out so much of it at a time, or not so. They have a percentage of what they take out from your profits for leveraging their money. So you're essentially doing cents on the dollar, and then but because you're leveraged, the way you're leveraged, you can make pretty good money. And then, oops, I made my account for 50,000. I forgot. I thought I took it to 5. I apologize. But so 0.2% of $50,000. So 1% of that would be $500 a share. So pretty much I think $1,000 roughly. Probably a little high on that. It's probably 100. But the market's running a little slow, so we'll see how that goes. We go back through here, go to our quotes, and again, I like the Great Britain pound and the US dollar. Open charts. I can show you how to set a market execution as well. Or not, well, we just did a market execution. I take it back. We'll show you how to set a. Let me see what these are looking like. So you want to go through here, kind of see where the ups and downs are. The market likes to repeat itself, so if you see what the highest it's been at, you can see how high it was willing to go and how low it's willing to go. So it had a huge drop here, and that was 15 November. And then just slowly coming back up, had a jump right here, and that was 16 November. Granted, we're on the 15-minute chart, so each candlestick is 15 minutes. And then it is probably in consolidation right now, which means it's not a whole lot's happening. So probably go to something a little more faster. Let's go. Well, it looks like it's moving. Let's go to Euro USD. Alright. Yeah, here we go. Oh, yeah, that would have been nice to get in on that. Also looks like it's in consolidation, but we're in the 15-minute. I typically like to play the longer game, in all honesty. I like to see how the market's going to do. I like pretty much going off the 4 and the 1 hour. But the 15-minute and the 5-minute and the 1 help you to kind of get in on the shorter gains. I don't think this market has opened yet, actually. This one is working, so. Oh shit, that's not what I wanted to push. Oh yeah, that one's a little pricey, but we're on a demo account, so we can do it anyways. I believe this is a metal. Like some of the ones we opened up earlier when you hit this plus button and added a bunch of them. Some of them are metals and oils and gold. And then depending on your trader, you can also do, or you're not a trader, you're a broker. You can also do cryptocurrencies. So, like this is crude oil right here, and you got gas right here, and then a different crude, and then I think one of these, I think this one is gold right here, and this is, I don't know what this one is, but let's go to gold. Oh, not in chart. I'm gonna go to open chart. And gold's been doing pretty well. What chart do we have? Are we in the 4 hour? Yeah, we're in the 4 hour. Here's the hour chart. It's pretty much a bull market right now. Bull. So some of the terms you'll hear are bull and bear. Bull means it's in the up, bear means it's in the down. And it is going. I don't know if it's currently working. So some of the lines that I have are the Kensington line, which is like it's one of the stuff with the indicators. I really gotta find where it's at. Show trade levels, independent chart, show period, ask price colors. There we go. Things. I don't remember how I did this. Oh wait, actually, I'm gonna go back here. If I remember correctly, it was. Oops. There we go. Found it. Sorry, it's been a while. Once you get it. So what I got is right now in my main chart, I have my moving averages, my Kimiki or Ichimiku Kiko Hio lines and the envelopes. And then on my bottom one, I have the relative strength indicator and the average true range, which is pretty much what it should be running at. Your line is that's the cloud I was telling you about. So like let me go back to a chart. So you got your red line and your blue line, and then you got your envelope lines. So what you want to watch for is your red and blue line crossing, and that'll tell you when a market's gonna swap over. I guess it probably helps out. Oh, I really gotta turn my phone thing to stop turning off. But yeah, so when you see like your red and blue line crossing, and they kind of move in advance. What I haven't been able to do yet on my phone is I should be able to scroll past a little bit what the current market's at and go slightly into the future to see where it's going to move to. However, based on the lines and the market, and there's certain patterns that are common, that I'm starting to learn. And there's some book references I could provide, but it would be like there's this teacup method. So it would form a little U and then a big U, and then the market should change. And then yeah, so I teach you guys how to set up a buy stop. So we're gonna get in here. We're gonna set up a buy stop, which means we want to come in. So right now the market is hasn't opened up quite yet. Oh, there we go. It's moving. So what we think is that if the market's going to turn, which you can actually set up a buy stop and a sell stop, so you can protect yourself. Sorry, my girlfriend over here is in here. Anyways, so we can set up a buy stop and a sell stop, so you can protect your money. So if the market goes one way or the other way, you can actually close it out. So if it hits the buy stop and not the sell stop, and then you're like, cool, I'll take that money, and then you can close out your sell stop later if it doesn't ever hit. So go here. Over here, we want to set up our buy stop. So say the market starts moving in the north direction and the up direction, we can set our buy stop to be for 1 point, let's go 10 pips. That way you're not constantly monitoring the market, so you're just like, alright, well, actually that's more than 10 pips. So 1, 4, and then 10 pips in the future be 6. And then so you go that, you're like, I want to set it there, and then you still want to set up a stop loss. So once it's there, you want to get 10 pips in the future. You go here, so 10 pips above that. And this is obviously just an example, but so we'll set it for 2.6, 10 fit. And then our stop loss again will be roughly 75 in the past. So we'll go 31. And that way we're not losing too much of our money, and then 2% of our account. And then we would place. And then again, we can go back here, go to the same market, set up this a sell stop to protect our money. So you want to go below, so we'll go, say it'll be go here, go 3.96. Stop loss is going to be further ahead by about 75. So we go 75. We'll just go 75 straight up. And from 0, and then our total profit will be here. And then we'll go this is a sell stop, so we want the market to go down. Go here, 3.86. Place. And that way you're protecting your money. Some examples of good and bad trades. Well, I was trading with some buddies of mine, and we were, I would say bad trades is when you are getting greedy. I was up on a real account about $20 on this one. We just kept hitting our 10 pips, hitting our 10 pips, hitting our 10 pips. And it was up about, because I have relatively small margin levels, or not margin levels, relatively small percentage. I typically stick with the 0.2%. And I would say not to get greedy. We kept hopping in, and then the market turned, the bubble, and so instead of taking our money and then the market turned quick, it dropped, and then we essentially just went back into the market to go against and waited till it canceled out. So I would say, or going in as a market execution. Sometimes there's early on when I started, I did a market execution, and you can essentially do it without setting anything up. You're either just like buy or sell in that market, and it'll just keep going until you manually close it out, and it can just eat all your money away. So I typically would set up a stop loss and a target profit, or else you would you have a chance of risking more money than you plan to, and then you also have the possibility of losing money you've already gained. I would also say to protect your profits. If you notice that you're already, say, six pips into profit, you can actually go through and let me go through here. I'm not here. Here. Go through. I'm already 64 cents of profit over here, but you can go through here, so you protect my profit, and I can change my stop loss to so I hold this down, I can edit, modify order, and I can change my stop loss to protect my profits, so that it closes out and I'm still in money. So let's say protect my profits. Stop loss was there. We're here. Oh man, I'm getting really close to hit my thing. All right. So we go here. There we go. 2, and then take that up to, 70, and then now if it drops, I'm still in profit. Modify. Oh, oops, I see what I did there. No wonder it didn't take. So now when it drops, because it'll probably drop here in a minute, the market's constantly up and down, but it'll probably drop, but it'll close out and I'll still be in profit. Even if I don't hit my target profit, well, my 10, or even if I don't hit my target profit, I'm still closing out in profit. So and then I follow a couple of groups that I send me trades, so I don't really have to follow it as much either, and that helps out as well. So I'm not trading essentially by myself. What got me into Forex trading? Actually, a buddy of mine does what is it called? Does multi-level MML or MLM, and there's a company called iMarkets Live, and that does it's an academy which teaches you how to trade, how to become a master trader, and how to generate wealth. And I just started getting into that. I'm still learning, and it literally has people who show you how to trade, and they actually trade with their own money. They're not like paid. Then you can actually follow them doing trades on their own. Oops, I don't know what happened there. So essentially, and then we have a group chat on the Telegram, and so like this iMarkets Live here, and I can go to a TV and watch any six-figure earner trader to show me how they trade and what they trade in and what they look for. And then here's some other products. And then I can go to an academy, which teaches me pre-recorded things to on how to trade. And then, like I said, the TV right here is you can watch anybody who's streaming live and what they're doing and how they're trading. Swipe Trades over here is another product with IML. And it's Swipe Trades, and they literally just send you a push notification on your phone, and you just paste and copy, which seems to help me because I don't really have to look too hard into it. So I paste and copy into the thing, and then it's money. I don't really use a harmonic scanner because I'm not too deep into this, but that right there will tell you how good a market is. But yeah, I like it so far. It's working pretty good. It's pretty dope. Oh yeah, I pay. It's a product. Either it's an academy, and the way I look at it is that I would, if it can make me money, then I can invest in it. And then also, this is also like one of those MLM groups where you don't actually have to refer customers to make money. It literally teaches you how to make money, and you don't have to sell it or pawn it off to anybody else. And honestly, we're in this group. I figured I could share it with you guys, whether or not you wanted to, and you guys can learn kind of what I have learned without really doing anything. But if you really need to know anything else or any more, I would highly recommend this. But, there's other rules in the thing, and obviously we would have to follow that. So, but yeah, let me ask you. And I'm also not too big on the Facebook Live. I didn't know really how to do this either, so I apologize for the quality of the video. I'm using my old phone to record on my new phone, so that way it would work out. But also probably a little camera shy. Because I've been still, like I said, still a little new. But yeah, I recommend it. It's definitely doing it. I have several friends that are doing really good things with it. But yeah. And the video is fine, and so am I. Okay. Yeah, like I said, I'm not trying to pawn it off on you guys, just trying to open your guys' mind up or anything. And yeah, maybe I'll do a video later on when I'm a little more better at what I'm doing, so I can give you guys a little more advice, free tips or whatever. So yeah, I appreciate you guys. Oh, later.